Okay, the last type of culture I mentioned here is personal culture, and I defined it is where the individual is the central focus and any structure exists to serve the individual within it. When a group of people decide that it is either their interest to band together to do their own thing and share office space, equipment, or clerical assistant, then the resulting organization will have a person. So these are the 4 types of culture that I actually got. Once more, one is the power culture. Second one is the role culture, then task culture and persons culture. So having looking into the type of culture, and then I came in to see what are some of these examples of cultures that influence the performance of employees in an organization. Yeah. So there are so many. I'm not going to go. Say them all. But when you open VLE, you will find what explained there.
Okay.
So that is the basically introduction and the body. So of course now here I concluded by saying organizational culture and employee engagement go hand in hand. So the strength of your corporate culture determines how successful your organization goes. It is the foundation on which your employee will stand for the entire time and they work for you. A structured, transparent, and progressive work culture will improve employee engagement, and as a result, it improves employees' performance. So if you want to build a high-performing workforce, the first thing you should invest is improving on your workplace culture. Yeah, by changing organizational culture and employee engagement strategies. Yeah, that's how I concluded it.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed out on some of the presentation.
Okay.
So now I don't know where to start from.
Yeah,
I just saw a notification the host has ended the meeting. I was like, hey, what has happened?
No, I had put a disclaimer that we are using, because Zoom, ideally you're supposed to get a license, but it is the easiest for us to use. And it gives us, like, if you're recording, it gives you 30 or 40 minutes. And I'd given a disclaimer that in case if it cuts off, you rejoin. And then also I have a colleague here on phone, I put her on a loudspeaker to be able to join us. The network has been really very bad for her. Yeah, so I don't know whether can you speak and introduce yourself to our colleagues here. I hope the network will. Yes, can you hear? Okay, what about Jennifer? Can you hear?
The voice is a bit low, but I'll hear.
Okay, please go ahead, introduce.
I am really delighted to be part of this discussion actually this afternoon. And I'm called Christine Mary, one of the participants pursuing a diploma in project planning and management. And I'm actually discussing can I go ahead and discuss or not yet?
Yeah, you can first introduce yourself, Mary. Then when it reaches your time to submit, we shall allow you to submit. Is that okay?
That is okay.
Okay, yeah. So we wanted just you to introduce such that the members know you're on board.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, so Jennifer, back to you.
Back to me, how?
You are asking a
I'm
question.
somehow-
You are asking a question to Joel, and Joel I've actually opened this work in VLE. I hope you can be able to see. Can you be able to see on the screen?
Actually, I've copied and pasted everyone's work in one page so that it's easier to discuss. So that's why I was asking him. There are those aesthetics of a way of managing. Let me go back again. He had something like a way of just scrolling, just a minute.
So can you share? I give you the rights to share. Let me remove mine, and then you share. Is that okay? Yeah, Jennifer wants to share with us something. Yeah.
But
Jennifer, I've stopped sharing. You share.
let's just continue. Fine. Sign with the laptop. Someone can come back on that.
Pardon?
Someone can continue sharing so we don't have to take something.
I can continue sharing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think Joel has finished his submission. Unless we have questions for him. For me, I think he did a wonderful work in terms of defining culture. But now also when we're going to compile the work, are we really going to include all these types of culture? From my understanding, it may not be really very necessary, because if we give a good definition and background in terms of culture, we would be, and then we go to types, we might be going to answer a different question. So for me, satisfactorily, I think we will still continue to define. If we give types of culture, it will just be in one sentence, according to that's my view. And then we go ahead to tackle the other part of the question. We can give just the types, but not go into details. That's just my understanding. For me, I felt like if we include all of them, then it would become like we're answering
So,
the question.
Okay.
That's just my understanding. I don't know what other colleagues say.
Okay,
Yes,
I
Jennifer,
think
how do you say?
if we're introducing that, I was saying, if we are to introduce the types of culture, it should just be brief. Just because it also helps the person marking to show that at least we research and we have an idea of what we are talking about. We could just add on just like maybe a line or two after defining maybe what culture, organization, culture performance is. We can just highlight the types, not so much. That's why I had that concern on that ways of promoting something in organization culture. That word, it's a bit hard for me to pronounce. So I think that one we should remove it. That aesthetics of work, what environment. But production, I think it's okay. I've also looked through Gerard's work. I think he also had a very good introduction.
Okay.
I don't know if you've had that chance to look through. Because the introduction is supposed to be a bit brief. So that maybe if something else we need to maybe add on, we can bring it under what? Under conclusion. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have a bit of agreement there that we shall just have 2 or 3 lines that talks about types of culture. But we shall we shall maintain the definitions and the way you have introduced. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mm. So now back to you, Jennifer. Jennifer, you are our chair for
I'm
the
not
meeting, by the way.
you didn't inform me earlier. But maybe we can have Christine to present first.
Pardon?
Let Christine present her work before her network goes off again.
Okay. Christine, the team is requesting that you continue and share about what was your perception on the question, the approach, and yes. Please go ahead. I hope the team can hear you.
Okay, the approach of our brother Joel, eh?
No, you approach the question and what is your say about it.
Okay.
Jennifer, can you hear her very well?
Yes, I'm hearing her.
Okay, continue now. Christine, go ahead.
Otherwise, thank you actually so much. I just wanted only to just add something small on for the work of our brother Joel, especially then I can continue with mine. In the what he did actually, I appreciated his efforts, especially in terms of how we went deep in part, especially in that a culture, then in the body, and also the referencing. That one really showed that he had got an extra mile to that research, which was something that I commend him on. However, to some point, especially when he did not clarify more so clearly on the culture, I mean how the linkage is both positively and negatively, but all in all, he did his level best. That's what I can say. He did a